Thank you for tuning in and welcome back to Real Estate Advice. In today's episode, you'll learn about the Trump tax plan and 4 ways it affects real estate. In specific, there's going to be a couple of really bad things out there that's going to impact you, and there's going to be a couple of things that are perhaps a little bit of a silver lining for you. You be the judge. Tell me what you're thinking in the comment section below about it. My name is Andrew Finney. Please consider me your real estate geek. I am always here to help. If you want to drop me a line and say hi, or if you need help finding a great agent where you live, I'm always happy to help, and my contact information is in the show more description below. If you haven't already done so, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel now and like this video. Thank you. So let's go ahead and lead in with a couple of bad things, the way that it's impacting real estate. Number one, we're taking a look at the mortgage interest deductions. The mortgage interest deductions in the prior years, you could deduct up to $1 million of your mortgage interest. Now you can only deduct up to $750,000. I believe it is important to note that the original tax plan, Trump tax, had made provisions for it to only go up to $500,000. So essentially, he wanted to cut half of the mortgage interest deduction right out of the gate. Fortunately, through the National Association of Realtors, people like you that probably signed petitions and sent letters to your congresspeople, we were able to get that back up to $750,000. In short, mortgage interest deductions are now $750,000 moving forward underneath the Trump tax. The second way that it really impacts us, and perhaps a negative way, is going to depend on where you live, and that's going to be through SALT. And it's not talking about the salt that you use to eat with, talking about SALT as an acronym being state and local tax. In specific, we're taking a look at property taxes. There is now a cap up to $10,000 on property tax. For people that live in expensive areas like New York, New Jersey, Washington, D.C., Maryland, certain areas of Virginia, California, other places like that, this could be a really big thing that impacts their housing affordability, whether they're looking to buy a home, simply maintain the home that they currently own, or if they're thinking about selling their home, and now they're thinking about, well, what kind of home should I get next if we got to start considering the mortgage interest deduction, property tax deduction is now capped at $10,000. In prior tax periods, there was no cap. So it was very beneficial and helpful to a lot of homeowners out there, and people that were looking to buy homes didn't have to be as concerned about it. Now there is a cap. So property taxes underneath the state and local taxes is now capped up to $10,000. Something to be aware of. Now for your 2 silver linings that we're taking a look at. Really big silver lining. Perhaps the best thing that, at least ways that a sigh of relief can be had over, is the capital gains tax. Now, capital gains tax is one of those things that are massively, massively, massively important to us as homeowners as we continue to grow and move into our next homes, and it helps us to build equity and wealth for our family and ourselves in the way that we can exempt certain amounts of money. Now, there's certain amounts of money that can be exempted. For a single filer, you can exempt up to $250,000. So in other words, you don't have to pay any taxes on that when you sell your primary residence. For couples, married couples, then you're looking at for an exemption up to $500,000. So you might be wondering right now, what qualifies as a primary residence and why is this so important? Well, why it's so important is under the original tax plan, Trump tax, they were looking at making sure that you had to live in that house for 5 years of the most recent 5 years. The way that it's been in prior years and the way that it's going to be going forward is you only have to live in that home for 2 years of the most recent 5 years. So that's going to help you be able to move in. Let's say that you want to buy your first home, but then you want to buy a move up home in 3 years or 4 years or something, then you're going to be able to get that exemption for whatever the equity is that you gain in that property over the next few years and be able to put it down on your next home or be able to use it as you see fit. That's really good news for you, and I'm super excited to say that out of the 1,250,000 real estate agents nationwide, 300,000 of us signed petitions, sent emails to our congresspeople, and you probably did the same, or we're signing the petitions as well about this, and we won. So that is a big relief. So that's good to know going forward. Now the fourth thing, or essentially the second thing that's kind of a silver liner in the Trump tax plan, is estate tax. And the estate tax is, the exemptions are being doubled. Now you might be wondering what an estate tax is or who that actually gets impacted by an estate tax. Essentially the top 1% of earners in the United States would be impacted by estate tax if they were leaving property to their heirs. And what it does is it significantly, the exemptions are significant. It doubles it. So for a single filer, they could actually get exemptions up to $11.2 million. And for couples or married folks, they could get exemptions up to $22.4 million of the estate tax exemption. So that's going to impact them as well. Now, I'm going to put my contact information up. If you have any questions about this, or if you want to see me make other videos about the Trump tax plan, please let me know what you're thinking. Please let me know specifically what you want to see as it pertains to real estate, please. Now, If you have any questions about this, or you are angry, or if you're happy, or if you have an opinion you want to share, please put it in the comment section below so that we can continue to learn and grow as a community. If you already done so, I'm going to ask you to do 3 things. Number 1, please subscribe to this channel. Number 2, please like this video. Number 3, please share this video around with someone you know is going to be able to help. Thank you for watching today, and between now and next time, I'm wishing you and yours a lifetime full of love, wealth, abundance, and happiness. Thank you for watching.